I'm Cass, and you may notice there's something a little different about me. Um, I dyed my hair pink and purple, and there's like a few streaks of pink because I don't know, I think it's cute like that. Um, so I'm very happy with it. I really like how it came out. But beside the point, today we are doing a book review, which I haven't done in a while, honestly. But we're going to be doing the first 15 lives of Harry August. I can't read backwards, apparently. I used to be able to. Anyways, it's by Claire North. This book actually took me 20 days to read. Like and there's DJ in the background. But it took me 20 days to read, which is longer than most books. Um, but I think 4 days of actual reading time. This was a book that I had difficulty picking up, but once I picked it up, I didn't really have that much trouble staying focused, you know? I mean, I did a little bit, especially at the start, but it's about this boy who is born in 1919, which is mentioned a lot in the book, which is why why I remember it. And basically, he can, also spoilers, by the way, if you want to, well, maybe not. I'll try not to spoil it, because I guess this is technically supposed to be, should you read it, should you not read it? Okay, but his name's Harry August, and basically, he is sort of immortal, in the sense where he lives his life, he dies, and he wakes up at the very start of his life again. But he can remember all of his old life. So he's like, born in 1919, dies in, 2000, wakes up, born in 1990 again, but can remember the whole thing. So this is a book of a lot of political intrigue, but not political in the sense of like our kind of politics, but like within the like immortal, they're called Ouroborans, within like the Ouroboran community through the Cronus Club. And there's a lot of like moral stuff that goes along with being able to remember everything and like know the what's going to happen because you already lived it kind of thing. So at first he's kind of like learning what he is, going to like mental institutes because people think he's crazy, and then he gets this is sick, but honestly, the mental institutes were one of my favorite scenes, just because they're like morbidly fascinating to me. I promise I'm not sick or crazy or anything. It's fine. But then he meets this guy who turns out to be like the villain or whatever of the story, and that guy is bent on like changing the world, which is something the club that he's in, the Cronus Club, the other Ouroborans, don't want, because it just kind of messes everything up. Like changing the world like at large extents for the Ouroborans, just it doesn't really turn out very well. Sorry, I'm just admiring my hair. But anyways, so Vincent, that's the villain's name, he tries to, it's called the Forgetting. He tries to have Harry forget everything, and so that Vincent can go through with his plan, which didn't work, because Harry's a mnemonic, which means that he can remember everything, and the forgetting doesn't work on him, which is really interesting, honestly. But he pretends that it works on him, so he can trick Vincent into like, so he can go back and kill Vincent's mom, so that Vincent is never born, which is the only way that these guys can truly die. It's very interesting. It's intriguing. Hard to understand. there's a lot of stuff where if you're not paying super close attention, like, details just go right over your head. And it was hard for me to focus on most of the time, especially near the end. So a lot of the details I had trouble grasping. And I mean, I'm smart. I promise I'm smart. It's just how some books are written, you know? Because there's some things that I think the author can truly fully understand, but readers sometimes struggle with. It's a writing thing, I guess. I don't know. But I'd give this book a 5 out of 10, I think. It was interesting. The writing is very good. The characters are good. I think it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I like the idea of it, I guess. It's just, it's not really how I like to consume this kind of material, I guess. But I would definitely recommend reading it because there's like a lot of moral thinking in it, which I like. And there's like a lot of like mechanics, I guess, specific mechanics in it that I think, like, the author probably had to do a lot of research for it. But I think it's worth a read, at least the first 100 pages, and if you can't get into it, you can't get into it. But, I'm probably not going to keep it for my personal library, even though I did buy it, because I am a impulse book buyer, especially when at the place I buy books, I can get them for, like, $1. Because I'm family and credit, because I have given them so many books. But, so, if you're interested in historical fiction with some occult, whatever, fantasy stuff, I give it a try. I mean, like, yeah. It's worth a try, at least. So, that's all I have to say about this book that I can think of. So, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed.